I know y'all miss me. Welcome to my channel. My name is Christina. If you guys are new to my channel, hello. And if you're returning family, hello, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I always mess up every time I do the intro, but it's all good. But like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for every time I upload a new video. Today we're going to be doing a everyday easy makeup routine that I like to do when I am in a rush because of my husband. Some days. This is the achievement that I got. Now I know it's a little effortless and it's not so much coverage, but believe me, if you do these steps, you can achieve this and it will still look flawless, still beautiful, natural, weightless, without you worrying about a lot of makeup on your face. Rambling because I done messed up like too many times on this video. But if you do these steps out the door in like 5-10 minutes, then keep on watching. Let's begin. I had to off camera do some falsies, and I went with my favorite falsies from Kiss Lashes. These are my favorite ones. I know that you see that they're hanging on. I usually do this a lot, but I just pick individually and I kind of put it at the end of my lashes. I did try the ones underneath, but that didn't work out for me. So this technique is good, but if you like this type of look and you like how I do my lashes like this, and you want an in-depth tutorial on how to put individual lashes, please comment down, okay? What I usually do is I skin prep before I start my makeup. So the first thing that I will do is wash my face, clean it up, then I will use my favorite skincare products, and it's these two combined together. This is the Wonder Relief Centella. This has helped with my redness and acne scarring, and then this helps moisturize my skin to bring back my skin barrier. These are the two combinations that I use every single day and night as my routine, and it has helped a lot. Yo girl was breaking out, and I am trying new products, so I'm trying to like take it easy, one step at a time, so I don't just go filling my face with a bunch of skincare products and my face just starts going everywhere. Usually when I'm in a rush or I have to get ready, I don't have that much time. Sometimes I put on corrector and sometimes I don't. In this case, we're going to skip corrector because normally I always put corrector, but recently the one that I've been using from e.l.f. has like this smell, like a paint smell that I don't like. So we're going to skip that step, and I'm going to show you what I used that helps me get out the door quick and easy for these little under eye situation. Normally I will go in with a lighter concealer, which is the Refi shade 12. I've always used this in my videos. I use this wholeheartedly and back this up 100%. Now I recently purchased this like months back, and it's like a love and hate. I'm still trying to figure out with this concealer because it's a little bit tan for my complexion because we're in the winter season. Once I get into the summer season, then it starts to look exactly like my skin tone because I get really, really tan. But we're gonna try this one off, but I like to use this one a little bit light and not so much coverage because we're not gonna use too much coverage. Remember, we're doing something easy and simple. I use the Dior 4WO, and this one you don't have to shake. This is what I normally do when I'm in a rush. I just simply just do little dots like this, and that's pretty much it. I don't make it too crazy, none of that. And you see that I have like a little bit of hyperpigmentation. I usually just cover it up just a tad bit, not too much, because I do like for my skin to seep through and show like natural, but without it looking too crazy. I don't know, just go with it, okay? Now that that is done, I'm gonna be trying out the new Daily Tinted Fluid Sunscreen from Beauty by Joseon. I've been trying this out lately. If you haven't checked out my recent shorts, go check it out. It is really good, and it has the best sheer finish for your skin, and I really do like this. Like, I was battling between which one to use, but I realized that this one was really good, and you have to shake it up first. I think I forgot to shake it up. Don't mind me. I really do like this because this is a SPF. It's 100% mineral sunscreen. Now, if you're not into that, I understand, because I went through a battle between mineral sunscreens, and some of them can be not acne safe, but I've been trying this out lately, and so far it leaves my skin pretty glowy and not too heavy duty, if you get my drift. For the next step, as y'all see, I let this dry down because you do want your concealer to dry down before you start going in and doing a couple coverage. I already covered up because of the tinted moisturizer, and as y'all can see, my skin still looks like skin, but it's still looking like an everyday makeup without all the extra stuff. So now I'm gonna blend this out really quick. This is going to be the best part. Now I'm going to use the lighter coverage, and I'm just going to add a little dot like I did with the first concealer. And I usually do this, not so much, because I don't want a lot of coverage. There's some days that I do when I want a full beat, but there's some days that I do like a natural everyday glam without me having to do excessive makeup, and something quick and easy, because sometimes my husband don't like me wasting too much time whenever we have things to do. So this is my way of getting through my makeup a lot quicker than me having to take an hour to do. So I just do one dot of the lighter concealer, and if you don't like any redness down here, you can also add a little dot on that concealer. As y'all see, I do have a little pigmentation there, but I'm not going to do so much, so I'm just going to only put a little bit on the darker parts around my lips, and then I'm going to blend it. This part, I don't need to wait. I can just go ahead and start blending because you just want to cover up a little bit. But over here, we're just going to let that set just a little bit more time, and we're going to move on to the next step. So I normally do my makeup backwards sometimes when I'm in that rush. So I'm going to use this blush from Natasha Denona. I've been using it lately, and I'm obsessed with this blush. I really, really do like this blush a lot. Recommend y'all trying this out if you do want to spend a little bit of your coins. I have other blushes that I've tried out, but something about this blush, it just looks so pretty. It really is natural, and it's buildable, so you can build it up and it gives you the most prettiest pigment. But without me going over the rules and everything about this blush, what I do is I like to apply the blush first before I go in with anything else. So we're gonna use this. I don't let you know what are the names of the blush. I'll list them down in my description box because I'm all over the place, girl. Let me show you how the coverage is, first of all, because it's very pigmented, and I like to go very light-handed before I go a little bit extra. I do this before I start blending like that concealer that I left for it to dry down a little bit. So this is what we're doing, and as y'all can see, but without me having to use so much force on my face. So I'm just gonna build it up just a little bit more because I do want my blush, when I smile, I want it to show just a little bit, and I like to bring it up so my smile looks really rosy. And then I like to add some on my nose as well. And this that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that concealer because we don't need it to be there for too long. And I like to tap, and then whatever's left I swipe. I know that some people don't do that because then their concealer doesn't set, but mine's set already, so I can do that. But you don't want to, just tapping instead of swiping because it won't spread out the concealer. What is up with me? But I'm super nervous. Why? It's because I haven't been on here, and it's been a minute, ladies, but we're gonna try to pull through and get this right. This lash here is giving me difficulty, so I might have to go back and fix that one. But the next shade I'm gonna use is this highlighter. We already have glow, but I'm a little bit extra, and I do want a little bit of glow because some of us moms need something to make us look a little bit youthful. Glowy highlighter on top of my blush, and it does give me like this natural highlighter look, and I love it. And I don't use too much because we don't want our face to be too shiny. Now, next step is a little bit of powder. This is powders that I have tried. I do want to try a drugstore product. So if you have anyone in particular that you really love to use, please let me know down in the comments because I do want to do a drugstore makeup tutorial. Lately, I've been obsessed with drugstore makeup, And the fact that they have upped their game in their makeup makes me so interested. I want to try out, and sometimes not even waste my money on high end. But this one in particular is the best powder ever. Can't tell me otherwise. But I'm going to use this under my eyes, and I use like a fluffy brush. You could use a powder puff if you're not interested in a fluffy brush, but I prefer this because it's light coverage and it gets the job done, even though like it's not gonna cake up my under eye. But I just prefer something lighter coverage, because remember, we're doing our makeup, everyday makeup that consists of us to do it quickly without looking way full coverage. So we want to keep it simple, cute, but classy. So this is why I go over it with just a little minimum. And I also add some where I also conceal that. Now the next step that I use is good eyeliner. I am obsessed with this eyeliner. This is kind of the dupe to the old liner. I think it was an old liner from LA Girl or LA Colors. They had the best eyeliner back in the day. So if you know and you're OG and you know about that eyeliner, then you know. But I'm going to use this one because this one is my favorite. I use this to use on my freckles. I use this as my liner, and it always has that little thin part, and I love it because it's flexible and I can use the direction of how I want my liner to look. And in this case, I'm just going to cover up add the liner on top of the individual lash that I added, so that way it doesn't look too crazy. I like to just measure how I want wing to look, and then I'm gonna go over it. I like to close my eyes so that I can see what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Hold on, because I'm already messing up. Just go on top, just like that, so that you can barely see where I added the little liner. And I know I messed up, that's fine. I usually get like a Q-tip and then I clean it up afterwards. Now that I finished with that, I do like a very thin wing. So I go like this. And wherever I see the part where I draw, just connect it. And that's how I do this part. I cannot believe I started crying. Then I finished this wing. You could barely see it because I didn't really do like a whole wing. I do have to wing it out. So let me do the other side and then I'll come right back. Now that that is done, I know that that takes a good minute, but usually when I do it pretty quick. But in this case, it took me forever. But the next step we're going to do is I'm going to add my bronzer. How the coverage looks. It kind of reminds me of the MAC Mineralized bronzer. I forgot the name of it. I'll list it down below because I used to use that one and it was the best bronzer ever, but it did break me out. That's the only issue. But this one is a dupe if you are interested and you don't want to spend too much, because MAC is expensive. This is an alternative and it really does give you like a beautiful glow and a beautiful bronze under your eyes or around your face. It just gives you that natural glow without you having to do too much. I've been saying too much, but just go with it, because sometimes I don't have no other words to say. I probably need to start downloading, what is it, Everly or some little app that helps you like learn how to say other words besides the same words constantly and everyone knows what you're gonna say. And I put this like right under my eye, swoop it like this, and I don't go heavy-handed. I just use a little bit. It gives you pigment, but I don't like to use a whole lot, so I just go very lightly, and then I just bring the product up, and you can see that the coverage is there and it has like a little bit of that bronze, because you could see the difference from the blush and the bronze. Fluffy brush, I'm going to use the Morphe M330, and I'm also going to use this to contour around my eyes. I like doing this. Usually sometimes I get away with it when my husband's not in a rush and then he's like, okay, I'm almost done, let me take a shower. So this is what I usually do. I know this is crazy, but I take the brush and eyes creases like mine, and they're pretty small. Just add the bronzer underneath the crease under your eyeball socket. I was like eyeball socket, and just give it a good blend and just go back and forth. I don't necessarily put concealer because usually sometimes the concealer dries out my eyes, and the ones that I use don't really give me the best coverage as my Too Faced one. So this is my alternative for those if you just want to keep it simple, but you want to add a little bit of something on the eyelid. So I'm just going to go over it, and all you do is just go back and forth. And I like to do this motion where so it gives you like a V shape, and it also teaches you how to blend and get that nice crease for your eyes. This is a trick that I do constantly. It has helped me throughout my makeup career, and I love doing this technique because it works better for me. And I've tried other techniques and they never work out because of my eye shape and how it looks. So, and it always looks a little bit really smooth at the end, and it's never that harsh. So this is something that I really enjoy doing, and it's easy. So if you want something easy, quick, and don't have to use so much product to get this type of transition color, this is it. Now we're almost done. I'm gonna add some mascara. The mascara I'm gonna use is by EXO Cosmetic in She's Drama. I think this is in the color black. Yeah, in the color black. And I normally kind of curl my lashes, but in this step, I do things a lot quicker. So when my husband is already out the shower, this is the last step that I have to do for my makeup, which is the mascara, because I don't want to have to put mascara on while he's driving, because he drives good, but he likes to play around and then likes to make me mess up my mascara, and I don't want to go through that. So you do it here. Freckles, my usual freckles on my face, I just like in there. Sometimes I get overboard and stuff, and sometimes I just prefer doing this because it just makes it look really good. Oh, I did a really good job right there. Because sometimes when I do the freckles, they don't. And for the last step, I'm going to use two lip liners that are my favorite. And it's by the Steve Laurent Uptown and my favorite Sweet Tea from Morphe. And I'm going to pair it with the Rhode Cinnamon Roll. This was a limited edition, but I tend to use it sometimes because I do like the smell of it. I like the shimmer. So we're going to use these two. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope that this has helped and it was easy for you to achieve. I know that there were some steps that it took me a minute because my eyeliner wasn't working, but so far I got everything together and it now looks very good. I did added those freckles, like I said, with Wet n Wild, but I'll list all the makeup products that I've used in this tutorial down in my description. And yeah, that's probably it. So if y'all want to see more makeup tutorials, please comment down what are your favorite makeup tutorials, drugstore makeup. Please comment down and let me know. Y'all ladies got to enjoy me, my fun humor. See you guys next time. Muchos besitos. Dios lo bendiga.